That is Flan View from 10 miles away. Danny sure jumped into the snowmobile. Used machines. You want to cuss or anything?
You like that?
It just says record.
This is the Z-Tron 38. This little lamp right here called the N code is also a pulse lamp. And it should pulse once every, whatever, 5 seconds or so and indicate that
I'm indicating low light.
That indicates that the system is operating. This is a control shelf for the high band transmitter. Over here is a push to talk. You can manually, by pressing down on that, you can key it up. These line controls you don't do. This one is a disabled control. You don't want to leave that way. The light comes on up there though if it's disabled, so you want to make sure that's off before you leave. Down in here are speaker controls. You just want to leave them in the volume in the center position and the right-hand switch down here on receive 1. Right down here is the power level control for the amplifier. That's a 100 watt, 70 watt amplifier. It's driven by this unit, which is the exciter. It's a little blue pot right in there with and you can just stick an insulated screwdriver through the holes and get in there and adjust that, and that's how you adjust your power level. This comes off. And this is the transmitter and the receiver. This is the receiver here. This is the transmitter driver section right here with the output of the driver coming right here, and this cable goes over and drives the power. So this is your transmitter frequency device right here. There's a little slug right there, a little screwdriver, a miniature screwdriver that affects the transmit frequency. And over here is the receiver with the receiver frequency oscillator right there. This control over here, I believe, is the squelch control. Yep. You want to set it a little reasonably tight, but not just about what you'd expect to do. That's the receiver antenna input. If you're putting the Cushman in there, you check receiver sensitivity. That's a good place to go in ahead of the duplexers if you need to. This thing should go back on. Notice it has stuff to isolate one from the other, so it goes on a certain light. Okay. Main power supply right here. 3 fuses in the supply, but there's another more important fuse on that supply. And come on back and I'll show you where it is.
This is going to be real low light.
An omni-amp or 30 amp. And it's actually, the power supply fuses might be good, but if this fuse was bad, all of the system would be dead. And you'd know that because nothing would show up at all. This cable right out here is the transmit side, I believe, of the 450 link. This is the receive side of the 450 link. Out of the back of this thing, you've got the transmit cable output right here and the receive cable right here. We're not using a duplexer, we're using 2 separate antennas. So this is receive, this is transmit. That's pretty much it. This is the 450 link, which is a modified, so it sits there and runs full duplex all the time. That's it.
The antenna that we're looking at now is a 5-element Scala Yagi used on FM translator 103 out. On top of the tower is Holden Village, the first of the two 450 link antennas. There we go. That's one of them. Second one is mounted
Opposite polarity.
opposite polarity and lower right there. These are mounting areas for additional antennas as needed. The transmit antenna,
That's the receive.
or receive antenna rather.
They charge us half of the power. Half of whatever the power bill is. We pay.
Shut it off. I mean, it's on standby.
That is Andalon Lake, frozen over. And of course right below it, Lake Chelan. And down lake. Wally Peterson's right there. Higgins. That's an expanded view with the three lights and the Chelan Butte.
getting off towards Waterville. This is the receive antennas on steel posts, steel towers. Wood tower there. Up there, 3 transmit antennas. Couple of troubadours there. Can't get enough light. This little relic laying outside the door of the building. Piece of history. Yeah.
Well, we better load up before we get home.
Load up.
Yeah.
I really got them knees forward on this thing.
Try not to get my feet too bad.
Right there.
Storm coming down like.
I'm getting off.
Okay.
Good hook.